Hey, it's Mark at Wild Journeys. Memphis, Tennessee has a lot to offer. It's not a big town, but the history there when it comes to Elvis Presley is kind of interesting. In the description, I'm going to go ahead and put a lot of information in terms of websites, how much cost might be with tickets, those type of things. I hope you enjoy this short video. If you get a chance, please like, subscribe, and thank you very much. I started the day at the arcade restaurant and had some breakfast. Little did I know that this place that sits in the middle of the historic district had great food, and I was sitting very close to the booth that Elvis actually sat in when he ate there.
I'm in Memphis, at a place Elvis used to come to.
Egg whites, veggies, oatmeal, bananas, I mean everything that I need for a longer day. What tell me is that this place, Elvis Presley ate here. There's a booth behind me that signifies, you know, where he sat. And they weren't sure about Martin Luther King, which is interesting. But I said, well, because maybe you guys were segregated. They were never segregated. The original owner was Greek, and arcade, from the word Arcadia, means everybody is welcome. So I found a really neat place, both historically and now. And the food's great. Visiting Memphis also means visiting the National Museum of Civil Rights. It's the same location that the Reverend Martin Luther King was assassinated at on April 4th in 1968. Everything remains the same. The hotel was rescued, and it was made into the Civil Rights Museum by a private foundation. It's not the Smithsonian, but I can tell you the exhibits and just the way things are displayed really are wonderful. You have to get there. The museum's exhibits are brought to you in a chronological order, from the time slaves were brought to this country, through the Civil War, through periods where groups like the Ku Klux Klan were established. Many of the artifacts within the exhibits themselves bring the experience to life. Brown versus the Board of Education. The exhibit is wonderful, and you actually walk through it. You'll also notice some of the famous other scenes that come to life, including Rosa Parks on the very bus that she sat on, and scenes that had to do with the sit-ins at Woolworths and other places that led to changes with civil rights in this country. I would highly recommend this museum to anybody who's interested in the African American experience in the United States. It is thorough, complete, and well worth the visit, especially with children.
Sun Studio is pretty cool, even without the tour. I mean, where else can you find a massive guitar behind you when you're trying to shoot a video for YouTube? I'm looking forward to the tour. I'm also looking forward to Graceland. It's a heck of a little community here. I like Memphis a lot.
Wow. Incredible history here. Good music. They have a little bar that serves sodas and things like that. It's pretty neat. It's a museum. Once the group of people are gathered in what is probably the best gift shop I've ever been in, they are taken upstairs where they'll get to see lots of recording equipment, musicians, advertising from that period, and also instruments that they would have played in the studio. Finally, you see the door that Elvis walked through, introduced himself to the secretary sitting at that desk, and then took his place at that mark in this very studio to record all of the hits we're so familiar with. It is a must.
Well, that was pretty cool. Sun Studio, very impressive. Last big hits they've had, probably 1990s. The studio's cool in a place like that, where basically rock and roll arguably was born.
Memphis soul food. This place is the real deal. There's only one restaurant like it, and it's right on Main Street, fairly close again to the Civil Rights Museum. And the menu is really incredible. It's varied. I'm trying to do pretty well today, but I'm doing the fried catfish. That said, I'm also staying fairly healthy, minus the one corn muffin. I mean, I'm here, you know, I gotta try it. So far, a good trip to Memphis. I'm really enjoying it. Finally, I got to go to Graceland. And Graceland wasn't just this little tiny house that everybody thinks of when they think about Graceland. It's a complex of entertainment and Elvis. You get on a shuttle and you take the shuttle over to the house. And once you pass those gates, the house remains relatively unchanged from the time Elvis was there. Once the tour starts, because of COVID, you're lined up and put in small groups. Behind me there is where Elvis passed away. That's the bathroom window. Once you enter the house, everything remains the same, as if he were there during the late 1970s. Everything from his bedroom, dining room table, living room, it is really amazing to see. And if you're an Elvis fan like I am, I enjoyed every minute. He actually sat at that table, at the head of the table in that chair. His kitchen was quite advanced for the time. The pool table was ready to play, even with an old scratch in it that occurred from one of his friends making a mistake shooting a trick shot. Artwork, the business office towards the rear, where his father would spend a lot of time and Elvis would do interviews, was all intact. Towards the end of the tour, you see the back of the house, but you also have a chance to see Elvis's final resting place. That said, you take the shuttle back to the larger entertainment complex where a lot of the cars and things are, and you actually get to see the Lisa Marie, the plane that Elvis used to get around the country and do tours and other things. It's set up pretty neat. You get to go into the plane and take a look around once you get up the steps. Graceland was great. The cars at the end were phenomenal. These are only a few examples of cars that he had. And then off to Beale Street, which I really wanted to do, and took some time at Silky O'Sullivan's to relax, have a beer. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take time to like and subscribe to the channel. It really is appreciated by myself. And again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you visit Memphis, Tennessee.